Welcome to Nerd Realm. I'm your host, Havok. With me, as always, talking this hot button issue is Revolver Games' Mythic.
What's going on, guys? We got a super huge topic for tonight's show. Tell them what it is, Havok.
What we have going on is, as all of you have heard today, Nintendo's been all over the news. Their profits hit 61%. They've held back Zelda for 2017. They've held back the NX from coming out this year. They're not going to show it at E3, and we're going to be talking about that. It's all coming out 2017. We have a bunch of stuff to talk about, and we're hoping you stay with us.
Yeah, 2016, not a good year for Nintendo, I would say.
No, it's not. And despite having the year of Pokemon's 20th anniversary, a lot of the big games like Zelda we were all waiting for. We were all waiting for Zelda, which looked amazing. From the high-def graphics of just Hyrule to seeing Death Mountain in the foreground and everything. While, yes, them moving that to 2017, it does suck for the fall. It does suck for the Wii U. It just hasn't pulled its weight, and it's sad because it's a really good system. It true, not graphically powerful as the Xbox One and the PS4, but it still had its great system.
It did, especially I was reading some things on it, and yeah, the fact that Wii U is going down. I mean, a lot of people won't be able to experience games like Splatoon. That was a very big Nintendo game and a very cool experience compared to other games from the Xbox One and the PlayStation.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, I have a pretty exclusive library over here, and it does still have a lot of Wii titles, and it still has a lot of Wii U titles. I think what really hurt Nintendo going out the gate with this thing is it was brand confusion. It was they had the Wii and they just added the U to the end of it. While they tried really, really hard marketing wise, they just couldn't get the average person to get behind this. And I love this system. I love it. It doesn't hold a charge, I'm telling you that now, but the system is great. It really is great for what it is, and it really provided a lot of different gameplay experiences. Like, I just recently got Star Fox Zero. While it's not getting the best reviews, it's getting kind of mediocre reviews. It felt like Star Fox. It feels like Star Fox. Gamers today have become so adamant on wanting that classic feel. They want Ocarina of Time. They want Star Fox. They want that classic feel. And then when they get it, they think Nintendo's going back to the well so many times. So they're damned if they do, damned if they don't. But as far as them trying to salvage what they can this year, they're pretty much abandoning 2016. Zelda's going to be their only thing they debut that they show off at E3.
I thought it was weird because Nintendo it looked like a promising start to 2016 with the 20th anniversary of Pokemon. I thought they were just going to blow 2016 out of the water and completely just show off.
Which I thought they were going to as well. I thought, like a lot of us in the gaming news field, that we were going to get our looks at the NX. But we're still going to get our look at the NX this year, just not at E3, which is fine. You got Sony taking over the stages. You got Microsoft doing their stuff. EA. You have all their. While that's not it is a cop out. I'm going to go ahead and call myself on it. It is a cop out. The Nintendo hasn't had a Nintendo press conference in forever. I think, personally, like, I love their directs, but I think them missing out on E3 this year might hurt them. But if they do it, let's say at GDC, if they show it off there, because that's where a lot of the big stuff is starting to show up. E3 started to lose a little bit.
I think that one's in Cologne, Germany, right? I believe. Is that the one in Cologne? Yeah.
And that's where a lot of the big announcements are starting to come out. They're not coming out at E3. True.
I think they're gonna get hurt a little bit not doing anything at E3, especially since they had such a big announcement at the beginning with Pokemon. People were expecting them to have some big things at E3, so I think it's gonna be a little disappointing. I think it will hurt a little, but I think they're gonna still show stuff at the end of the year to help boost their numbers and everything too. So,
yeah, exactly. I mean, Nintendo is one of those rare companies that have a stockpile of cash, pretty much, to brace this impact. It's not going to be a complete hit. It's something Microsoft or Sony couldn't really do in the game market. which is surprising to say. Nintendo's been around for over 100 years.
Yeah,
they were a card game company.
I think they only started being a game company. I think in the 1970.
Yeah,
I think that's when they started.
70s. I think with Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I think that's when they started even to do the gaming. So yeah, they've been around even before the gaming.
And funny thing is in the 70s when they first started getting into the game market, that was their low point. That was their low point. It's funny. Nintendo's at another low point as far as the internet's concerned, as far as economically. Yes, the Wii U has only ported, I think it was 12 million sales.
12 million since 2011. 2012, yeah. Which is low numbers compared to the others.
But they're also backed up by their handhelds and everything. Yeah. That's where a lot of their profits are coming from. And you can't be a successful game company on handheld alone. Eventually, but while Nintendo's pretty much abandoned 2016, we still have some other titles to look forward to. There's a new Kirby game coming out for 3DS. You have the latest entry in the Pokemon franchise is coming out this fall, Sun and Moon. That's
going to be awesome. That's going to help them a lot.
You have some titles coming up, but you're not going to get your heavy hitters like everybody's wanting. You're not going to get another Mario game. You're not going to get another Zelda. You're definitely not getting a Metroid game on the system, which would have sucked because imagine playing Zelda on this bad boy. Metroid on this bad boy. I mean, cool. All your controls, your map, everything.
I mean, I don't have a Wii U myself, but I have used the controller and have played it. And I will say that it's actually fun and cool new experience compared to everything else.
And I think if the Wii U had a better graphics capability, I think third-party developers wanted to abandon it. Like for Arkham City, the map was actually in the gamepad.
Oh, that's really awesome.
But at the same time, the Wii U was also the relatively cheap system. When at one point, you remember, the Xbox One was like $600. The
700, and then PlayStation. It was 600 Xbox with the Kinect. 700 with the Kinect. 600 without, and the PlayStation was also 600 when it first came out.
Yeah,
I know. I bought the Xbox.
And then that's the thing is Nintendo. Yes, they've always been the inferior graphically system. But they've also tried to put the system in the hands of many people. I've always felt that way because I've always been a Nintendo fan because of that one, that was the system I could afford. The PS1 at the time was outrageous. Was really, really expensive for the time, and I mean, I don't even remember how old I was when that system came out. But think about it; it was like for me, there was no way my parents would have bought me a PS1.
Yeah,
I think you had to save up for.
I think the good thing from my personal experience is that I had two older brothers. So me having two older brothers, they always had they had the original Nintendo, the Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, so I got to play and experience all of those things, because I started on the Nintendo.
Exactly. I didn't get my first real Nintendo system until the N64. That was my. I didn't have any games for it. I didn't have anything. I got the system, no games. I had to go to Blockbuster. Yeah, you remember those days? I had to go to Blockbuster. I rented Shadows of the Empire and Super Mario 64.
Yep. I played a lot of Mario Kart. I played everything Mario that they had on the Nintendo 64, from Mario Party, Mario Kart. Super Smash was the best.
I wish I still had it, but because I bought it from a friend of mine for like $10. But I got the gold cartridge to Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
I had a gold one. I don't remember what it was though. I have it in a closet somewhere, and I need to bring them out and get them. But I also have the original Nintendo, with Metro, Bubble Trouble, Super Mario. Like I have all the old ones. Gauntlet was one of my favorite ones from the original Nintendo, and I've always been a Nintendo fan.
I mean, them taking this time off. I mean, I'm telling you, I have high hopes. This new president, I'm not going to try to pronounce his name. It's not like Mr. Iwata's name where it was really easy to pronounce. I'm telling you that I can't even pronounce it if I wanted to. I didn't want to butcher his name. But the current Nintendo president, I respect the man for saying, you know what? we're getting our asses kicked. Let's take a breather and scuttle 2016 and bust our asses to make 2017 our crown jewel. Because they need to come out there. They need to whip Sony's ass. They need to whip Microsoft's ass. They don't need to go after the casual gamers. The mobile game market have seen to that. That's where the casual gamers are going. They don't need to do that anymore. Go after the big dogs.
Yeah, I'm just hoping they don't end up how Sega did in 01.
No.
So, I mean, but I have high hopes for Nintendo. They've been around so long, it would be weird to see them not in the game anymore.
Well, yes, the internet can rag on them for their antiquated tactics, saying, "Oh, well, it's not the '80s anymore." They've also been around a lot longer. They know what they're doing. That's the thing is they think the way they think for a reason. That's why the Zelda games are always so tight niche and everybody loves it. You guys want Zelda, you guys want Mario, you guys want all these things, but you don't want them to keep what kept them alive.
Yeah,
I mean, this is what's going on. I mean, but they have their high-profile teams that have worked on Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze. They have teams from Mario Kart working. The guys over at Smash, the guys who made Smash, they're working on other projects.
Yeah.
I mean, these are unannounced projects that are not coming to Wii U, so you know where they're going. They're going to the NX.
They're going to the NX, yeah.
So 2017, like, I don't even know anything about the NX, but my faith in Nintendo that I've had since I was little, I'm backing them up 100%. NX is a day one buy for me. As soon as pre-orders become available, I'm putting my pre-order down.
I'm with you on this one, especially with I'm definitely with you on the Nintendo. I'm backing them up 110% also.
I mean, I did that with the Wii U. Yes, I got burned, but you know what? That's what you do. I mean, what if the Xbox had failed? What if the PS1 had failed? You don't know where the system's going to go until you get it. You can't wait around. You can't wait around for, it's like, oh, PlayStation's doing really well, I'm going to hop on their bandwagon. You can't do that. You know what your franchises are going to be. And before any PC gamers out there, I respect y'all, don't get me wrong, but before y'all comment say, well, you could just save them and buy a PC, I don't want to do that. My franchises are where they're at. My Halos are on Xbox. My Uncharted, which is ending, is on PlayStation. Mario is on Nintendo. That's where my franchises are.
I agree.
So 2017, I'm down. NX, I'll see you guys then.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting it too. I'm also going to start getting. I need to get a 3DS also. So
yes,
I need to get back on my Nintendo game. That's what I need to.
Guys, yes, it sucks. Nintendo is doing this. Yes, they're going to get a lot of slack for it, especially the internet. The internet has proven itself to be the cruelest thing on the face of the earth.
I agree.
But at the same time, I think Nintendo is restructuring. They can focus on their development teams on pumping out some great content, pumping out an awesome system. Let's just hope everybody can afford it.
I agree. Well, I'm just glad it's not. They're not releasing a console when everyone else is releasing a console. That way, you don't have to choose. Because I mean, it was an easy choose for me personally when Xbox and PlayStation came out because I've always been an Xbox guy. But I know for others are like, oh, I don't know which one to get. You know?
Yeah, I was the same way. If I didn't come into a little bit of money that I did, when I did, I would have gone Xbox. But I was able to get both PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah.
I locked out. But I won't have that luxury in the next console generations. But Nintendo has always been near and dear to my heart, like I've said a couple times already.
Mm-hmm.
I will always go Nintendo day one without fail. Because of the fact I've grown up with them. I know what they're calling it. And not only that, I mean, yes, Nintendo has gotten the brand of the kid system. But it's something I can play with my niece and pass that fun on what I grew up with.
Of course. No, I agree with that 100%.
That's what Nintendo was for me, because my brother, he's been on the show already during the Ghostbusters special. He showed me Nintendo. He got me started on it back on 8-bit Nintendo, playing Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Yeah, I remember that.
I mean, all that stuff. I mean, that's where things are made. And then you grow up, and then you go into these other consoles. If that's what you do. If not, you stick with what you know.
Yeah. Shout out to Brad Morris and his company. I forget the name.
The Gumball Entertainment.
Yeah, Gumball. Love it. Shout out.
But in closing, guys, Nintendo's going to be fine. They're going to take the hit. And you know what? That's ballsy, like we said already. It's a ballsy move. Nintendo, I'll see you next year. Impress me.
Let's do it.
From everybody here at Nerd Realm, good night. Nerd on.
See you later, guys.